Okay, so petrissage is kind of a classic, quintessential on top of the traps. There's different ways you can shape your hand around this, you know, depending on the size of your hand and the size of the client and the tension of their shoulders and if they're elevating them or what. The basic idea is a pincer grasp movement through the tissue where you're progressively going through the layers of the traps and really going through them like so. Now you can vary anything from, you know, squeezing them like this to 2 hands at a time to using more of the palms. If you take your palms and you squeeze down like that to do it, that particular type of petrissage actually has a name, an official name, and it's called fulling. F-U-L-L-I-N-G. Some of the moves people just kind of make up names, you know, like the shape of, you know, you're making a butterfly or whatever. But fulling is a recognized type of petrissage, like for your licensing exam. That's pushing through like this. One thing that makes this more effective is if you take it all the way out to that triangle of the spine of the scapula, acromion process, and clavicle. Another thing that makes this more effective is if you work through the layers. So if I feel there's some tension here and I've warmed it up, I can start to really isolate it and really start to lift that tissue and squeeze that tissue. So I'm going to get deeper with my petrissage, where the muscles are tighter now. And this feels like it actually might be intense, so I'm going to check in. How's the pressure?
So.
Okay. And then another variation of this is on the front of the traps. You can kind of make a shelf to support the front of the muscle, how it attaches on the clavicle, and use your arm to press into and through that tissue. And I don't know if you could see, I'm actually squeezing and lifting that tissue that way. And the other thing that makes that effective is it gets tight. This junction right here gets very tight on people. So to make sure you take this all the way to where the neck meets the shoulder right in here. So take your squeezing and pulling out this way. The traps, when they pull this way and this way, they're going to jack up the arm and shoulder in this direction, which contributes to the tension right here. So I want to stretch out as I open this area. So it's tighter here. I want to lengthen, pull, and stretch like taffy. This area right here. Is that too intense? Okay. With petrissage, you really want to progressively work through the layers. You're really getting into the muscles with this one. You don't want to just keep skirting at the same level. So when I started out, there was a certain amount of intensity that I really wasn't getting that deep. But now I'm really getting into the tighter muscles now that it's starting to warm up. And that's actually going to get deeper than traps here. So you'll start to work the deeper layers of muscle as well.